Hey guys, Alex here. I know this is a Steelers channel, and don't worry, we have plenty of Steelers content coming up. But I had to talk about this subject because it is football related, and I just couldn't believe this when I saw it. And maybe the problem is I should believe it, and I could believe it because Madden 21 releasing their updates and new features, and I would even call them features. It is just really a patch, and that's been said by so many, and it's so true. I have it posted here. All the new things coming to Madden 21, and it is just so deeply disappointing for a football game that is the only one in the market where you have no competition. You don't have anywhere else to go, basically, to see Madden put so little effort. And I know people like Ryan Moody and others have talked about this much more eloquently and focused and followed this more than I have. But Madden has just become a shell of itself that is so, and I know it's cliche and everyone says it, but just so focused on MUT and microtransactions and things like that. Just looking through these updates here, people have said, "Well, it's a patch. These are not new features, and maybe there's something coming for next gen. Maybe, but I doubt it." But new X Factors make their way into the franchise. They don't give any information on that. X Factors were basically broken last year. Will that be improved? Probably not. They were overpowered and just made the game at times unplayable and unrealistic. Franchise when it expanded, wild card playoff. I mean, that's just matching what the NFL is doing. That's not anything new or anything unexpected. You have to do that if you're a game. I don't like when games tout these rule changes as somehow a new feature for a football game, updating the rookie contract amounts. I mean, contracts have been basically broken. I think contracts are so inflexible in this game, so updating them to make them more authentic, that helps a little bit, but really how much so? And unless you do things like making fifth year options better in Madden 20, for example. I mean, you didn't even know how much the fifth year option was going to be whenever you got to the screen that told you if you wanted to pick it up or not. So you couldn't even check that stuff unless you knew ahead of a time what that money might be. So unless that stuff's in there and fixed, then it's still not going to work the right way. Talks about retune every position's available abilities to better consider in-game effectiveness of the ability and archetype authenticity. Also made the second ability unlock for most positions. 85 overall was 80 overall in Madden NFL 20. So that just seems like when you say retuned and fixed, those are all patch things. Changing the overall baseline from 80 to 85. That's a patch. I mean, that's a minor thing and that's fine, but that is not anything significant. Fix multiple cases in logic of players considered for a dev trait upgrade at the end of the season, not checking the correct stat types. Again, patch, not an update, not a new feature. Updates to all team backend depth chart philosophy so they match your team scheme. That one probably might be the biggest notable thing on the list. Help some of the AI logic, but AI logic gets touted a lot. Will it actually work? Who knows? And I don't have a lot of confidence that it will. Added position specific offensive alignment archetype progression buckets for tackle, guard, center. Previously, all O line were pulling from the same progression bucket. Again, it feels like a patch, a tweak. If fine, I mean it's better, but how much? Not really. And then fixed issue where defensive playbooks and schemes for our fictional coaches would be misaligned. 3-4 playbook with a 4-3 scheme. Again, small thing. Is it worth fixing? Absolutely. But we've seen, if you played Madden on old gen and PS2 era, I mean, there were so many little detail things that made this game immersive that have been stripped away. I mean, you can't even see, what previous teams, and when you're looking at stats and what teams they play for, I don't believe is even in the game anymore. I mean, just so many small things have been stripped away. It's going in the wrong direction. And I think the most damning thing is that it's now called Face of the Franchise for the one, which had over 1,200 awards dedicated to what that feature is going to be like. Where it's now Classic Franchises, it's kind of feels like a reduced role, and it got less than 200 awards dedicated to it in their notes of the new things that are coming in Madden 21. So what a disappointing and unsurprising moment here for Madden. And I bought Madden 19. I thought it was terrible. I haven't bought it since, and I will not buy it again. And I don't think a lot of people who are big franchise guys are going to buy it because I think you're just getting to a point where you're fed up saying this team, this dev team, this company no longer cares about investing in Madden. It just wants to do roster updates and minor tweaks around the edges, and its focus is certainly everywhere but its franchise mode that so many of us, myself included, played for such a long time, and just no really feel like there's no hope for how much better things are going to be in the future for the Madden franchise community. So just wanted to give my quick thoughts there on this deeply disappointing news. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.